Welcome to the Moon and Gemini podcast. I am your witch in residence, April Edwards. This is our astrology of the week for July 27th to August 2nd. This week is concentrated. There are only a few major transits, but they carry weight. On July 27th, the Sun in Leo becomes part of the larger outer planet pattern that we have been tracking all month. It opposes Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, trines Neptune retrograde in Aries, and sextiles Uranus in Gemini. So the Sun is not moving alone. Leo season has begun, but the heart is immediately placed in conversation with power, vision, disruption, and collective change. Then on the 29th, the Sun meets Jupiter in Leo. This is one of the brightest moments of the week. It expands confidence, creativity, self-expression, visibility, and the desire to live more fully from the heart. But on that same day, Venus in Virgo squares Mars in Gemini. So while the solar field is generous and expansive, the relational field may be more intense. There may be irritation around how care is expressed. There may be conflict between precision and speed, between usefulness and restlessness, between wanting something done well and wanting something done now. The central theme is the heart is expanding, but expansion must remain honest. July 27th, Sun in Leo opposite Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, trining Neptune retrograde in Aries, and sextile Uranus in Gemini. The Sun in Leo wants to shine. It wants creative authority. It wants warmth, visibility, courage, joy, and the freedom to express what is alive in the heart. But as it opposes Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, that visibility meets power. Pluto in Aquarius brings attention to systems, community, network, social structures, technology, and the collective influence. The Sun in Leo says, I am here. Pluto in Aquarius asks, what does your presence affect? This opposition may reveal tension between personal expression and collective pressure, between the need to be seen and the power dynamics within the group. You may become more aware of where visibility feels complicated, where being seen invites response, where confidence touches fear, where leadership carries consequence. This is not a transit that asks you to disappear, but it does ask you to understand the power attached to presence. Leo wants authentic expression. Pluto wants honesty beneath the image. If something feels intense, look beneath the surface. There may be a deeper pattern asking to be recognized. On the same day, the Sun trines Neptune retrograde in Aries. Neptune brings vision, imagination, spiritual sensitivity, and the dream of becoming. In Aries, Neptune asks us to reimagine courage. Not courage as constant action, not courage as performance, but as alignment with something larger than fear. The trine from the Sun may bring inspiration, a creative or spiritual opening, a sense that the self is not only an identity to defend, but a vessel for something more alive. This can be beautiful. It can restore faith in the creative process. It can help us feel that the heart still has access to mystery. But Neptune is retrograde, so the vision must be inwardly tested. Not everything inspiring is ready to become action. Not every image of the future has roots. Let the vision open you without letting it carry you away from reality. Also on the 27th, the Sun sextile Uranus in Gemini. This brings the spark. Uranus in Gemini changes the way information moves. It disrupts language, thought, perception, communication, and the nervous system of culture. When the Sun sextiles Uranus, something unexpected may clarify the path. A conversation may open a door. An idea may arrive suddenly. This aspect supports creative risks, not reckless risks, the kind of risk that lets more life in. Together, these aspects create a strong pattern. Pluto reveals the power beneath visibility. Neptune opens the vision. Uranus brings the breakthrough. The Sun in Leo is being asked to shine in a way that is not naive, not inflated or detached from consequence. This is solar power under initiation. The question is not simply, can I be seen? The question is, can I be seen truthfully? July 29th, Sun in Leo conjunct Jupiter in Leo. This is one of the most expansive transits of the Leo season. The sun represents identity, vitality, purpose, and the conscious self. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. In Leo, this conjunction amplifies creativity, confidence, joy, generosity, and the desire to create something meaningful. This can feel like permission to want more, to take up space, to share the work, and to stop apologizing for the desire to be seen. Leo is often misunderstood as ego alone, but Leo is the heart's fire. It's a creative force, and it is the part of us that knows expression is not decorative. Expression is how life moves through us. With Jupiter here, that fire grows. This transit can bring optimism and renewed faith in what you are building. But Jupiter also magnifies excess. So watch where confidence becomes inflation or when generosity becomes overextension. This transit is not asking for false humility, it's asking for mature radiance. The Sun conjunct Jupiter in Leo reminds us that joy can be sacred, confidence can be healing, and creative expression can be a form of leadership. But the fire has to be tended. Not every spark comes from a hearth. The invitation is to expand from the heart without losing the center. Let this transit strengthen what is already alive. Let it bring warmth to what has gone cold. Let it remind you that your life is not only meant to be managed, it is meant to be more inhabited. The next aspect is Venus in Virgo squaring Mars in Gemini. This changes the tone. While the Sun and Jupiter create expansion, Venus and Mars bring friction. Venus in Virgo wants care to be useful, precise, and considered. Mars in Gemini is fast, restless, curious, and impatient for movement. When these two square each other, there may be tension in relationships, creative work, or daily life. One part of us wants refinement, the other part wants speed. Small irritations can become larger if they are not named clearly. This aspect can also bring tension between desire and criticism. Venus in Virgo may notice every flaw. Mars in Gemini may respond defensively, verbally, or too quickly. The issue may not be large, but the reaction can become sharp. This is a day to be careful with language, not silent, careful. Venus in Virgo can help us make things better. Mars in Gemini can help us say what needs to be said. But together under pressure, they can turn communication into correction. Ask whether the point is repair or simply release. This transit can be productive if handled consciously. It can help clarify what is not working. It can bring honesty to a practical issue. It can remove stagnant relational energy, but it does not support careless critique. Let the words serve the repair, not the wound. Leo season is opening in full force. The Sun is asking us to come back to heart, not the image of the heart, the actual center, the place where courage, creativity, and desire become life force. Pluto asks us to be honest about power. Neptune asks us to be honest about vision. And Uranus asks us to let the future interrupt the old script. Jupiter asks us to expand. And Venus with Mars reminds us that the way we speak to one another still matters. This week, let the fire rise, but let it rise cleanly. Let confidence grow without becoming force. Let joy return without becoming escape. And let what wants to be seen come forward with enough truth to remain real after the moment has passed. The heart is expanding. Let it become worthy of the space it is asking to occupy. This work grows through word of mouth. If it's been meaningful to you, you can like, share, or subscribe. That's how it reaches the ones who need it.